here and it's really piling up. There's actually so much more in here than I realised. This is just overflowing. This is what today's video should be called, because that is exactly what I'm doing today. Hi there, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be having a really good sort out in my studio of my old stock. I'm putting together some sale boxes, so I'm going to be going through everything. I've got a big accumulation on the floor. I've got so much stuff in my cupboard, so it's time for a sort out. I do these bargain boxes a couple of times a year, and it's definitely time to do them. So hopefully today will be a nice little before and after. So this is the area here and it's really piling up, and in the cupboard here as well. I've got so much excess stock, just bits and pieces left over. So I'm going to be pulling everything out today, seeing what I've got, and then hopefully putting together some fun lucky dip boxes to go on my website. I am actually in the middle of recording a journaling video, but we are having a fridge delivered at the moment and I can hear people in the kitchen, and so I've stopped doing that to continue or to start doing this. I was going to leave everything out here, but actually I think I would be better tidying this up so that I've got a nice amount of space to lay everything out. What I don't want to do is just end up with a mess everywhere. The one thing that I don't want is to end up with overwhelm. So you know that feeling when you're in the middle of a sort out, you've got stuff everywhere and then you just feel, why did I start that? That's what I don't want. So I think I'm going to clear the desk so I've got this nice big empty space. I've ended up moving everything over to that desk, and this is going to be my space, and I've also ended up clearing up this space as well. So hopefully that will be enough. I think I'm going to tackle the cupboard first and pull one basket out at a time. One thing I like to do when I'm doing this kind of sort out is having 3 empty boxes here for me to actually go through things and sort methodically. So I'm going to have 3 different themes, and I'm going to, as I find things, I'm going to put them into each themed box. I haven't decided what the themes are going to be yet. It all just depends on what I find. Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spreading in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, first box I've gone through. I've got a few notepads there, some journaling cards, but not enough for kits, and I've also got some flair, and so I'm kind of like having a look to see what I've got, to see what would be a good theme. I like to have a similar kind of theme running throughout, so I'm thinking I could do something like I love nature, or I'm looking at these, I love to make, and maybe having 3 different boxes but that all start with I love to smile, possibly. I don't know. I'm going to carry on looking and see what else I've got. There's actually so much more in here than I realised. This is just overflowing, and I didn't realise I've got 2 great big boxes there as well. I have got stuff everywhere. Thinking I might have a summer, maybe more of like a nature and a cozy theme. I think they might work. And another box has been cleared out. I think I'm going to pull all these bits and pieces out and see what we've got here. Somehow just going through, there's quite a lot of Christmas in here, which I won't be including. I have taken out some quite fun stuff, all brightly colours, like confetti. I'm wondering if I should do a box. I like to party. That might be fun, and pop some really brightly coloured stuff in. I've got some little pencils. That might be an option. One thing I love about having a good sort out are the things that you find that you don't know you had or you've forgotten you had. I just found these really, really cute resin clouds and rainbows. Aren't they sweet? I'm now at the stage, I hate this kind of thing where there's just bits and pieces in the bottom of the box. I think I'm going to be ruthless and try and throw as much away as I don't need. Things like a 2020 calendar, for example. I've ended up being ruthless with that one. I did, though, find some really cute stickers which I can include in the boxes, and there's another box that's empty. On to the next one. Oh, look, I've spotted these. These are cute. I like those. They could go in the nature box. I think they would look really sweet. Add a little bit of colour to that box, I think. I do have quite a bit of fabric in this one, which is really nice. I do have a big fabric tote, so as I'm finding bits, I am popping them in their correct home as well. But I do have quite a lot laid out here. I have a Christmas box, so I can put those in the Christmas box, but I need to climb up for those ones. But anything in easy reach, I'm putting straight in their home. And that's another box done. I do, though, have a very messy desk, but I think I'm going to start on these boxes now and start doing the floor. I have cleaned out that cupboard. It will go back to being a stock cupboard, but a more organised stock cupboard. I've got like all my papers under there. I need to tidy those up actually because they've fallen down and they're going to crease, but that's all cardstock and printer paper. I'm going through this one. I've got some stamps here so they can go in the stamp drawer. I've also found some quite handy bits and pieces with 2022 on. Oh, I've got some die cuts there as well. These will be fab in boxes. The boxes are really starting to take shape now, actually. Let's pop that one in there. I'm liking how the themes are coming together. That one was a very easy one. Let's do this one next. Got all sorts in here. I have been throwing away the zines that are left over. I have to have a minimum amount printed, so I don't always meet that requirement, or I don't always need quite the quantity, so I've got some excess left, and it's not the kind of thing that can be repurposed because they are kind of meant for that month. Look at this huge improvement. I'm going to go through these boxes next. I am so much happier to be able to see the floor around here again. Although it doesn't take up masses of space, it does actually make the room feel a lot more narrow. And then what I'm going to do, any excess bits from the last kind of like 3 months kits, I'm going to pop them in here. I'm piling up the papers, and I'm feeling a lot more organised already. And now on to the last 2 boxes, and the little ones as well. I can't wait. And I can't believe how many sets of stickers I keep finding in these boxes as well. I need to update the website and add them all. That's all of these boxes emptied. I have put together like a Christmassy box. I'm not going to do a themed Christmas box this time of year. That will be something I do, maybe a bargain box later on in the year. I would only want to do boxes this time of year that are kind of like themed for this year that you can use right now, not for like something wintry or for something later on. So this is clear. I do need to put the base back on that cupboard. I was going to paint that white, wasn't I? And that's the one thing I never got around to finishing in this room. Oh well, it's not going to happen in the near future. I do want to organise the papers, and next up I'm going to sort through this little lot here and clear this desk. So I've got all that down to a Christmas box, a current kit box for the last sort of 3 months, and odds and ends. I may well do some lucky dip boxes and just do some random ones, I'm not sure yet. I did also find this that came in with an order of something. I can't remember what it was, but I thought that'd be quite good for journaling. So I'll pop that in my little junk box. I just thought, rather than shoving another box in the cupboard, it's not a huge cupboard, I do have a seasonal box that lives up there. I'm wondering actually about decluttering this one as well, because I don't think I'm going to use all of this, and actually making a home for this one in here. That would make a lot more sense. You know when you do a declutter and you move from one thing to the next and suddenly the tiny little space you were going to do ends up being a massive great big thing? I seem to have moved on to the other boxes now. I'm going to try and actually go through some other stuff as well, because like seeing here, I've got old kit scenes from last year. They don't need to be in here, and actually if I can make use of the boxes up above, that makes a lot more sense. I think I'm going to try and do that. I'm actually finding some really nice stuff actually for the boxes, so I think these can be included as well. I think I might actually make up, because I don't have masses of these, so I might actually make up a few Lucky Dip boxes. These would be quite cute. I found these super cute little pockets. These are cute. They stick onto pages. That's actually worked out really well. I've managed to do a Christmas and an autumn. I freed up that one, which was Christmas. I'm going to pop all the tags into my tag box, which I've got, and now I've got a free one. So consolidating has definitely helped. I'm back to being in a mess again. You know that lovely tidy desk I had? I've now got stuff everywhere. I even lost my camera. It's just taken me ages to find it. I've just found this really cute tape. I bought this in Paper Chase years ago. I love that. There's some really sweet stuff in here. These are from some of my early kits, like the first 6 months. Oh, there's some lovely flower bits. Oh, some wooden letters. Oh, these are so nice. I remember these for scrapbooking. Is that Making Memories by any chance? It is. Gosh, that's an old name. Oh, I can put this in my journal tray. That would be handy. One of my first ever kits, a small business made all these super cute, like, what would you call it? It's not a planner clip. It's just a little keyringy type thing. It's not even a keyring. You just hang it. Isn't that cute? Little watermelon crocheted. So sweet. I love this ribbon. That is so nice. This is what today's video should be called, because that is exactly what I'm doing today. And I'm finding so much really, really nice stuff. Oh, there's some really lovely things in here. I found this super cute stamp as well. I've actually used it on something, but that was in the box. So that can go with my stamp collection. I've ended up going through all these boxes in the end, and I never planned to do that today. What are these? Oh, we've got some stamps. I could put those in the bargain boxes as well. I'm finding so much really nice stuff. Oh, look. Flare. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use these bits as well. I've just knocked a whole load of stuff on the ground. I love that. I was just scooping it all up, putting it in a pile, and the last thing that I added to the pile was this. That's just made me laugh. These boxes feel a lot more organised now, and I've even got a couple of empty ones, which is amazing. I'm going to pop them back on the top of the shelf, clear up this space, and then I'm going to see what else I've got to put in these boxes here for my bargain boxes. So now to have a look at what I've actually got for the boxes. I like to include about £20–25 worth of bits and pieces, and I sell them for £10. But I like to make sure they're all equal. Like this one will have a stamp in it. I've also got a little notepad, so I like them to feel like they've got equal set of goodies, although they'll all vary. I want them all, like this one's got a pen in it, and it's got that from Bramble Fox, so I need to have a look and make sure that they are all equal and that they are all very nicely themed. I'm going to go through things like my notepad drawers, my stamps, stencils, and see what I've got a big excess of. And the next step is now planning out these 4 boxes. I'm going to lay them out and start playing with some colours so that they look nice. So I've put together now 4 themed boxes. I've only just packed these sample ones just so I can photograph to make up the artwork, so I can list them online. No doubt I'll be finding extra bits to add in as well. I need to now make up some little letters to go inside, so I'm going to do that next and then get them photographed. So when I do like a sale box, I do them a bit more casual and I just print off the little front inside. So I'm going to photograph these now individually. I'm now just working on the artwork to be able to promote the kits, and then I think I'm going to start packing the boxes. In your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was... The first few boxes have been packed. The next day, I ended up being really busy last night. I had the boxes that went on sale as an early link to my Patreon, so I was really busy dealing with that. And then I finished off that journaling page that I was working on, so that's all clear. So I've got a lovely clear desk again. I do, however, want to finish the declutter today because I just did so well yesterday. So I've got a couple of areas that I still need to finish. I did also find this in my cupboard. I think I picked it up in Primark. It was definitely on offer. I think it was like £1 or 50p or something. And I always wondered what I would do, and I thought about maybe covering the sides or doing something with it, maybe like having like social media posts, like YouTube videos, what was coming up that week. I don't know. What do you think? What would you use it for? And what would you tend to do with it? I don't think I'm ready to get rid of it yet. I still like the thought of using it. So any ideas, let me know. So as you can see, that's much better. I have popped these boxes back up there, and I do have 1 very empty one and 2 completely empty. So I'm really pleased about that. And look how much tidier that is. So I've got papers at the back, and that's just a few bits from the most recent couple of kits. And then papers there, and then that's all empty. That hasn't been empty for so long. So I'm really pleased about that. But right now I'm going to tackle this area. These are all bits where I was decluttering from the boxes of kits. I've got some selfie bits from my selfie printer. They can live in that cupboard actually, that would be really handy. And I've got stickers and a few other bits and pieces. And what makes the tidying up easier, most of these pieces, like the packets of die cuts, have their home in here, and the stickers live in here. So because it's all nicely tidied and organised, it makes tidying up so much easier and quicker. All those little packets are now in here. These little baskets from Poundland are so handy in these IKEA drawers. They really are. I've got 4 in here, and they actually fit really neatly. They almost go, that's pushing it to the back, there's only a tiny gap between. They're really good, and they're 2 for £1. They come in like grey, white and black, and I've got loads. I love them. They are so good. Right, I've got a few stickers to go in here. It might just be the 1 sheet actually. So that's handy. I've got a basket of tags. They'll go somewhere else. I've got photo paper in another basket. All lives there. Actually, I could tidy out that basket as well. And this could be a handy place for my selfie stuff to live. Yes, I like that idea. Let's see what I've got in here. I've got some headphones. I've got postcards which really don't belong in there. And loads of photo paper. Oh, a little mini gimbally thing. Headphones. Yeah, I think this is a good basket for the selfie stuff. And to be honest, I don't think I need this packaging. I've just taken this out. Got the little earbuddy things in there, all the different sizes. My earphones were living in there, so they can go in there, and I'll throw the packaging away, I think. Anybody else tend to hoard packaging? This is so much better. Oh, I've got some card blanks here as well. I'm going to pop these in because if ever I want to make a quick card, it's handy to have those to hand. This can live there. And in case you were wondering about this that was on the table, it's a screen wiper. You can wipe your screen. It's really soft. But I think I'm done. The place does need a good dust and hoover, but to be honest, it's not a cleaning video. It was more of a declutter video. But I'm so pleased just having all this space now. I'm so happy I've done that. It's been driving me mad for ages, having gone through those boxes and emptied those. Obviously I've got a home now for my selfie stuff, which I didn't have before, and this cupboard as well. I'm super chuffed with that. I do love this little area here, and that looks so much better. I am so pleased. So thank you so much for joining me today for the studio declutter. I am so pleased with what I've achieved today. Really pleased. And I've managed to pack all those bargain boxes as well, and most of them have sold now, so I'm really chuffed about that. I may well make up some more like lucky dip boxes, just seeing what I've got left, so I will leave a link in the description box below just in case I have. I'm not sure if I will though, so I can't promise. But thank you very much. Thank you for tidying with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!